Hey there, so today is going to be a really quick video on painting your own Valentine's cards. So I'm going to show two different examples and why don't we get right to it? Right, let's get started. So the first of the three things that I'm going to be playing with, right, is just to get some of my mask. That's all this is, it's just some watercolor mask. Probably didn't need that much, but that's okay. And I'm just going to paint hearts. So I could, if I wanted to, I could take a pencil, right, and draw some of them. I'm just going to freehand it. Just make some hearts, hopefully. Are they going to be perfect? No. Now, you could, no one's saying you have to paint hearts, right? You could write somebody's name, you could spell out the word love, I mean, anything you want to do. The idea is you're masking a shape, and you'll see what happens later. I think we're good. I'm going to leave that to dry, and we'll come back to the next. We'll come back to it when it's completely dry so we can show you the next step. Okay, number 2 for an idea for Valentine's Day. Takes a little longer maybe, but only because you have to have some patience. So we're going to have to dry. So I'm just taking different colors off the palette and I'm making my hearts again. Right? And you don't have to be super careful about making perfect flat washes by any means. In fact, when you don't, it actually sometimes has some really nice effects, right? I could even load in some extra color since that's pretty wet. And that's a very granulating paint, if you can't tell. Alright, so we brought back, I can see in the camera, I can't see it myself, but I can see in the camera that you can actually see little tracings, right? So I brought back this card with the hearts masked out, right? And now I'm just going to get some bold but nice wet washes. Right, and just start bringing the washes across and let them blend. And there you have it. So I'll show the last step once this dries, but obviously I'm just taking the mask off. Alright, so now we've got the hearts that we've already painted once back, and everything's dry, right? Now we're just going to take advantage of how transparent watercolor is. So we may not want to have just completely strong washes, but I get to play now and layer. And I'm going to be playing with different sizes. Alright, so I'm going to stop there for now and let this one dry. I may do another patch or not. I'm not really sure. That's up to you, right? It's really simple to do. And then there's some places where it's even bleeding a little bit, and I think that's just lovely, right? How these edges and the transparencies of the hearts start like reading through each other. It's really quite nice and gives some depth to it. So I'm going to let this dry. Maybe I'll come back to it. Alright, so now the paint's completely dry, and I can remove the masking. Right? Now I can do it this way. I can also use my finger, which oftentimes is my preferred way. And there you go. Really pretty. Super simple. Now you notice this is the paper's curling up a little bit. One of the reasons to use cotton paper, right? I could either just wet the backside, or I could even wet it and lightly iron it, believe it or not. So there's two options there. All right, so I call that done. And for our transparent hearts over one another, I was thinking maybe do another layer, but I don't really think I want to, right? I think this is nice, and I think the negative space is actually quite nice, right? Some of the edges are a little rough. That's one of the reasons you might want to draw them first, or maybe take a little extra time. But even like this is, it's a handmade card, right? It's quite beautiful. So there you go. There's a couple of ideas for quick Valentines that you can do with watercolors, right? So that's it. Hope you found this useful and fun, and you can make something for your Valentine for February 14th. Great. Talk to you guys all later. Have a great day.